A fire in Vieux on Saturday destroyed a restaurant and a dwelling house, but a quick-thinking citizen rescued a disabled child who was alone in the home at the time. The fire broke out in a plywood house behind a food hut, restaurant and barbershop on Clarke Street. The child, whose age and identity were not released, was saved by a passerby who heard cries for help.
I was going down the road with my bike, but I noticed a smoke. When I checked the smoke, I said there's not any fire burning, it's a house. So when I checked, I see it's a fire. A house behind the restaurant is burning. So I burst the gate of the restaurant between the two shops and enter. When I entered, the fire was at the back. So whilst I there, I heard somebody saying, so in the next house I was a little child. So when I run in the next side, when I burst the door, there was a fella inside already. Take out the child, and then I run back and burst a pipe and start wetting the other shop on the other side, preventing the fire from escalating. Because the restaurant was already on fire. And that's how it happened, because the house started behind the restaurant.
We understood that you sprang into action when you noticed the fire?
Yeah, man, I had to spring into action because I was trying to save my house, you know. When I came, I saw the old man house catching. I had to burst the fence behind, you know, and start carrying buckets and try and save the old man house, you know. And then the fire brigade came into action, and then I stopped. They tell me move, so I stopped.
Yeah. How about the child that was in the house?
Well, someone took the child out of the house, you know. That is what they told me.
In the face of searing heat and sparking flames from downed power lines near energized buildings, the courageous fire officers stood their ground and battled the dangerous blaze to save adjoining properties and lives. Firefighters were able to control the blaze and prevent it from spreading to nearby buildings.
From what I saw from when I came to my home, I was a little worried then when I saw it. I thought it was at the back of my brother's shop because he has a shop just next door. So when I came out of the road, I saw it was at the back of the building next to my where I had his barber shop before. But I was very pleased. The fire was blazing, and I was very happy. Although the fire service was late, but they tackled the fire at the right manner. They were able to save all the buildings around the buildings where the fire started. And I was very pleased. I'm very grateful to them for that. Eternally grateful. They did a fantastic job so far.
The food hut owner, Antonia Masle, who has operated the restaurant for over 10 years, sustained significant losses in the fire. Authorities are commending the individual who rescued the child and are urging residents to ensure they have working fire alarms and evacuation plans in place. The fire service also recognized the gallantry of the frontline firefighters.
On February 24th, 2024, officers attached to Vieux Fire Station responded to a structural fire on Clarke Street, Vieux. On arrival, it was observed that two wooden structures were completely engulfed in flames. Those two structures were completely destroyed. Two nearby structures were partially damaged. There were no casualties. However, I would like to commend my men on a job well done in protecting life and property.
The cause of the fire is under investigation. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.